Hey, what's up, y'all? So something I'm going to show you guys today is just a way that I do the overlays on my videos. A few people have asked and or commented that they like the way the ones that I do look. So this is a bit of my process. Sometimes it can be challenging to get logos from some of the companies that I'm doing demos for, and I'm doing demos of their products, I should say. Not necessarily doing them for them. Some of these are my own things. But one of the easiest ways I found to get a logo is to download the manual, download the PDF, the digital version, and usually you can open them up in Adobe Illustrator and just grab it out of there. So again, just to let you guys know, not all the demos that I do are official. I just do them because I like to do them. So anyway, go to my desktop here, and since I'm doing a new series on the Helix LT, we're going to grab the Helix logo. Sorry. First thing you do is open it, and seriously, I'm going to open it with, no, come on, I'm going to open it with Adobe Illustrator. So Illustrator will give you the option of, whatever page you want to open. They have a nice big logo on the front, so I'm just going to open that. Don't care about that. One of the things when you're working with Illustrator is using your artwork versus preview modes, and I want to go in, it's Command Y. I don't know what it is on a PC because I don't use a PC. I'm a man, I use a Mac. Anyway, I'm going to do Command Y, and I'm just going to delete, using letter A, this open arrow. I'm going to go ahead and delete just all of this stuff. And then if you turn off your pasteboard, these are still here. Now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this gradient. Delete these boxes, and what you're left with are the paths for the Helix LT logo, right? So for S's and G's, I'm going to go ahead and fill this in black just so we can see it. Oh no, I won't. Select same fill color, and this should just let me fill it all black. There you go. So now we can see. And what I am also going to do is ungroup those. Command Shift G, keep ungrouping. Now giving me a hard time. All right, so when things won't ungroup, go ahead and just go back to this open fill arrow, and you can do that. And then I'm going to make this, since I'm treating this like a badge, I want these to be as large as possible when I paste them into Photoshop. And I will likely just keep them as smart objects to keep the resolution there. I mean, this is a vector program, so there technically is no resolution, but when it goes into Photoshop, Photoshop rasterizes things. And then what I will also likely do on this where it says Helix LT here, is I will go ahead and add a slight stroke to it. Just so when I shrink it down in the video screen, it's still legible. Stroke menu. For the size of this, I'm going to make it 2 points. That should be fine. So now what we're going to do is select first just the badge logo, copy it, I'm going to launch Photoshop. Photoshop CC 2017, because I'm a boss. And then what I also have is my plain donkeys templates. So we'll just work in there. And even though this one technically is not a plain one, I have reduced the size of the donkeys logo on my videos because, again, at some point I'll likely take it away, but not right now. So here's a basic overlay template that I made. You can see a few basic layers in there. Here's the new thing I started doing with the adding the knobs to the videos to show positions of the knobs on the pedals that I'm demoing. You can see here I just use stock image. So there's the web page info. That's the picture of the pedal. There's the knobs and shadow I had to create for it. Anyway, so now we're going to paste as a smart object that line 6 badge logo in there. Okay? You can see, I'm going to go ahead and rename it. So we're going to go back to Illustrator and we're going to grab the word mark, copy that, and also paste that into as a smart object. I have not messed with smart objects on any of my overlays yet, and who knows, maybe once I save the PNG file, it's not necessarily going to keep the resolution any tighter, but one thing I've noticed on the overlays that I've got is even at 1080p or at 4K, they still look a little fuzzy, so I'm going to test out smart objects here. So this is, rename it, always name your layers, don't be an idiot. Word mark. Okay, so I've got this. I'm going to go ahead and save in my Donkeys graphics folder, at the line 6 folder, and we're going to call this LT Basic. So any LT videos I have will start with this template. I like to make copies of things. I don't know why. So I'm going to put that in a group. I'll duplicate it. And then for right now, let's go ahead, and we know the Helix logo has a bit of a gradient on it. So start on the line 6 badge, do a gradient overlay. Opacity at 100%. And I think it's a bit more of a, you can go through and just undo all this. It's a bit of a, on the line 6 one, just goes from a darker gray to a lighter gray, like a 80% to a 40% maybe, so we'll do that. This guy, make him 40%. I don't even know if it's 40%. How do you look? That doesn't look right at all. Sometimes you gotta do a little poke and hope, you just guess. Maybe 50 and 20. Because the thing is, you still want it to show up on your background as well, right? So I'm going to flip it that way. That's okay, and then I'm going to duplicate this to the word mark. But this is more of a 3-color gradient. It kind of goes light in the middle, and then goes back to the dark on the edges. So then we duplicate this guy over. So it's a little bit more something like that. I'm going to take this color down a little bit lighter. Alright, so I think that's okay. Don't know that it's perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate this again because I love having copies of stuff just in case. I'm going to merge this. So now it's one flat graphic. So when I resize it, nothing is going to change color-wise. Here, I should put stuff about here. And you can see that Helix LT word mark is still already a little bit light. Go ahead and put a bit of an outer glow on it to help make it pop a little bit. That is a lot. So reduce the red a bit. size of it. Okay, dupe this guy, flip them horizontally, and move it. Over there, again, makes that logo pop just a hair. I don't know what I think of this. I think maybe the when it's sitting on top of an image, it may show up, and I'll likely do some more tweaks to it. This is just to really kind of show you guys all that goes into making a Dunks video, right? So here is the URL from the last video I did. So click www.16.com. Make sure it's centered. No, stupid. I want it centered to the Line 6 logo. So do that. Make this a hair bigger. So that's probably good enough for our purposes right now. So I'll save that. I'll go back. I would go back and I'd put the helix image in here. Actually, I think I have one. So let's see what we have. Yeah. So this logo was one I just pulled out off online, and it's a little low res. So I'm going to duplicate this layer into my other folder, duplicate layer, or into my other PSD file, actually. So there's that, and it's in position. I do like having everything line up where it's supposed to. So bring them up here, and come over. So now we're not savages. The edge of this and the edge of this are lined up. The bottoms of these guys are lined up, and yeah. So the only other thing I could do, if I wanted to, maybe I do, let's see, just to make this logo pop a little bit more, is do a container, right? And then do a gradient fill behind it, this way, 90 degrees. Scale of it up a little bit. Nope. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so I'll save that. Then you got to save a copy as a .png file. And listen, I'm not giving away the keys to the kingdom on how to do demo videos, right? But this is all stuff that I had to learn on my own. A lot of guys are not super forthcoming because, nobody wants to give away the secrets, lad. I don't want to tell you. But I don't, make some demos, man. Do some cool stuff. So there's that. I just always go with the defaults on there. So I'm going to hide you, or not. And then we'll go to, this is just we'll take one of the last videos that I did. Doesn't matter. Going to iMovie because that's what I use because it's cheap. So far it's been effective enough anyway. So there's already an overlay on this that you can see. This is the one I did on the unboxing video. So for the hell of it, just go ahead and take the one I just did. Oh, line 6. And then Line 6 Helix LT PNG. Is that you? That is not you. Face it. Dumbass. Alright. Look at this guy. And now we're going to take him, and this is what you got. So there's the overlay. I'll go back through and adjust this right here. I probably won't keep the container box. I might do something different with the gradients, make them a bit lighter. But anyway, just for the for S's and G's, that is how I go ahead and make my overlays on my videos. Takes a lot more time than what I just whipped through there. I try to finesse it a bit, and you should too. You should care about what you're putting out. If you're going to put out, take the time to do a video, or take the time to do anything. Do it well. Don't make crap and then put it out there and expect people to like it. Anyway, that's my video on how to do overlays and graphics for demos. Good day.